G'day, I'm Ben Kadair from Ball by the Horns. Welcome to the first of my Quotes of the Day posts for the Raging Bull Facebook group. Before I get into this quote, I thought it might be a good idea to share with you the reason why I set up this group to begin with. Now, one of the biggest challenges that I face when it comes to chasing your dreams and working on big goals is that often your environment can hold you back without realising or without meaning to. The closest example or experience that I've had of this was when I decided to leave a high-paid job to go and start my own business. Now, all of my employed friends within my network or people within my circle of influence that were employed started to tell me all the reasons why they'd never leave their job. Now, what was happening was that these people were, even though they had the best of intentions, they were projecting whatever it was that they valued or believed about being employed onto me. Never run a business before in their life, but all of a sudden they tell me how business is risky and 90% of businesses fail inside the first 12 months, and then the ones that survive, of those, 90% of them fail within the first 5 years. All of their fears and all of the things that were keeping them stuck. And it wasn't until I was able to create myself a network of people who are in business, a network of high achievers, a network of people who are pushing themselves to a higher level, that all of a sudden I started to tap into a new level of energy. Those people started to lift me higher, whereas my existing circle of influence was pulling me down to a certain extent. So I decided to set up the Raging Bull to create an online forum of like-minded people who are working towards huge goals, to be able to lift themselves higher, support each other, teach each other through our own experiences, and share the things that we learn on the journey. So welcome. Now let's get on to our quote of the day. Today's quote of the day comes from Michelangelo. And he says, "The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that our aim is too low and we reach it." So what does Michelangelo mean by this? So often I've come across people through my coaching business who are afraid of setting really big goals. They're afraid of setting big goals because they might fail. And this reminds me of a client that I was once working with who was in a career and was working on a pay rise. The goal was to earn more money. So we sat down to figure out exactly how much money we were going to shoot for, and he was earning $50,000 at the time. And I asked him, "How much do you want to earn?" And he sat there and he sort of grabbed his chin and he said, "Oh, I think I'll go for 60,000. And I asked why, and he says, "Well, I know I can get 60,000. So I turned around and asked him, "What would stop you from shooting for a $100,000 salary?" And he said, "Well, what if I fail?" So I asked him, I said, "Well, imagine you did fail. Imagine you failed and you got to 65,000. Would you be better off shooting for 100 and getting to 65,000 or actually shooting for 60 and getting it?" Now, that's not to say we shoot for things that are pie in the sky that are completely unachievable. There has to be someone out there who's achieved that goal before. But provided someone else has achieved it before, obviously we can do it. So the quote of the day, again coming from Michelangelo, "The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that our aim is too low and we reach it." Have a great day. I hope you found this valuable. I look forward to talking to you in the future. Take care.